And then I don't know how much you got to listen in today on the trio that I spent the last 10, 15 minutes even with the trio there in the back, just listening in, and then I checked their work and asked them a lot of questions. It was Terrence, Ronald, and Robert. Mm-hmm. And what struck me about the way the three of them worked, they asked good questions to each other, they checked their work with each other, mostly, but it's the safety that was so obvious. And almost the way they just very gently let each other be right at different times. They each had a different piece of the puzzle that they could share. And it just really struck me that they needed each other, but they relied on each other in a really important way. And I know enough to know that doesn't just happen. That's not just getting the right three kids in the right seats. That's cultivating it over a long period of time and letting them be okay with wrong answers and then challenge each other on wrong answers. They had lots of right answers, but it was where they were stuck and where they hadn't checked each other that it really came out the way they were able to work together and problem solve together. That's what struck me about their teamwork. But it was a real highlight just watching. There's a certain gentleness to the way these three young men were being right and being wrong together and being okay with where they were in that process.
I think they each, in different points, have been really good at creating that space to, I'm okay with being wrong and I'm willing to put myself out there. And it doesn't always come together the way it did today, but for whatever reason, they were all in that space together. So
there's
I'm glad you got to see it.
I did get to see it. There's a great moment where Robert and Ronald had a wrong answer and Terrence had the right one. It was on the matching exercise, and it went all the way back. Terrence said it went all the way back to his original comment to the whole class, which is when you have an equation, something equal to 0, you have to set something equal to 0 in order to find the y-intercepts. That's you had asked the class, and he said, well, the reason you do it that way is you set the y equal to 0 to find your x-intercepts. And all the way towards the end, he was connecting that and saying, this is what you guys didn't do. And it was a good moment.
Good for him.
Yeah. Let's do one more, and then let's switch over to our questions.
Okay. I think I've shared mine.
We've shared good ones. Let's